Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today you are here with me. My name is Lili Sisdawati. I would like to share to you and I would like to discuss with you about present perfect tense. Yeah. Before we are going to the definition about it, I would like to ask you, what is present perfect tense? Do you remember or do you know? Alright. Present perfect tense is an action that occurred in the past but still continued to the present time. So in here, I will give you short story. It includes many examples of present perfect tense and also includes other tenses. Yeah. So I will read you this first. The title of this short story is My Younger Sister. This is about my younger sister, Linda. She is a high school student. She has always imagined herself as a musician. She has told me her dream many times. Who has inspired her to be a musician? A great singer named Whitney Houston has been her favorite singer. So let's check out the tenses that includes in this short story. For the first sentence is, this is about my younger sister, Linda. What do you think? What's the sentence? What's the tense is this? So, this is present simple. Simple present tense. Why? Because in here we have subject and in here we have verb. Yeah. Is actually to be, but in here as verb. Because you know, the form of this simple present is nominal form. Yeah. All of the tenses has nominal and verbal. And this here, nominal form. So next, she is a high school student. This is also nominal form of simple present tense. And next, she has always imagined herself as a musician. What is this? Right? This is the example of present perfect tense. Why? In here we have subject and also we have auxiliary and in here we have verb 3 and complement. So the model of present perfect tense is subject plus has or have plus verb 3 plus complement. So the model of positive sentence in present perfect tense is subject. She is subject. She as a subject. Has is an auxiliary. Imagined is verb 3 and herself as a musician is complement. So in here we can look that imagine is verb 3. The form of verb, there are 3 types, verb 1, verb 2 and verb 3. And also the formation of verb has 2 types, irregular verb and regular verb. In here we found that imagined is regular verb because from the verb 1 until verb 3, the changes is sequent, are sequent. Imagine, imagined, and imagined. So it is adding D. It is regular verb. And other one, irregular verb, is not sequently like see, so, seen. Okay, next. Yeah. Who has inspired her to be a musician? What is this form? Yeah, this form is interrogative form. To ask someone, to ask how something is doing. Okay. but we do not explain this now. We are going to the negative form first. So I will add the negative form. How to get negative sentence of present perfect tense. Subject, has or have, plus not, plus verb 3 plus complement. So to make negative sentence, we just can add not in the sentence. Like in here, she has always imagined herself as a musician. This form is positive form, and we can change to negative, just add not. She has not always imagined herself as a musician. So the form same as the positive one. It includes subject, auxiliary, verb 3, and complement. Just adding not. You got it? Okay, let's move on to the interrogative one. Let me clean this. So there are two types of interrogative sentence. The first one is using WH question plus auxiliary, has or have, plus verb 3 plus subject plus complement plus question mark. Don't forget question mark. Okay. For the first type is using WH question. This is the form of it. The example is who has inspired her to be a musician. So, who as WH question. As you know, WH question is when, what, where, when, and who. Also, how. And in here is who, has is auxiliary, inspired is verb, her is subject, to be a musician is complement. And don't forget question mark. Yeah. So this is the form of the interrogative one using WH question. And next, move on to the interrogative, the other interrogative sentence. Interrogative, have or has, plus subject, plus verb 3, plus complement, plus, no, W, question mark, I mean. Okay, so the second type is have or has plus subject plus verb 3 and plus complement. For the example is, example, have you eaten bakso this week? So the example is, have you eaten bakso this week? So have is auxiliary, you is subject, eaten is the verb 3 of eat, and complement is bakso this week. So this is complement. You got it? So the interrogative sentence has two types, using WH question and also using have or has. Okay, that's all from this short story. Let's move on to the expression of time that can be using in present perfect tense. Let me clean also this sentence. So in here, we have some words that can use as a complement in using present perfect tense. uh, there is already, just, recently, or lately, always, for, since, ever, and yet. So, what is the meaning of already? Already is the meaning when we are doing something, but people didn't believe that we have done it. For the example is, I have already understood about the whole of this story. So the people could be um, didn't imagine about me understanding this whole of story. And the next is just. For the example is, I have just eaten hamburger. So the hamburger that I ate, the time that I eat is just now. So the time is just now. Recently or lately. For the example is, I have watched K dramas recently. So recently means few days, last days I watch K dramas. So, and next, always, like in here, she has always imagined herself as a musician. Always is like, how many times do we do some activity? Yes, do some actions. Always is like, how many times? And for, it's like for obvious time. For example, is I have studied English for 3 years, for example. So for, it's like obvious time that I studied English until when. So this is for obvious time. And also since, same as for, it is used for making sentence more obvious, more clear, more clearer. So use since. For example, I have watched K dramas since I was in junior high school. So I was begin watching K dramas from when I was in junior high school until now. Ever is commonly using in interrogative sentence like, I have given to you. Have given to you, interrogative, using have or has. Have or has. We can use ever in here. Have you ever thought? Have you ever eaten? Have you ever drunk? Yeah, like ever is like a complement of the sentence to make it complete. And we can also use it as positive sentence like, I have ever visited Bali. So the last one is yet. Yet is something that we have we we haven't done, before. So the example is, I haven't eaten yet. So I didn't eat. So I want to eat. So yet is like, when I want to eat, I have to um, to take plate and to take spoon and whatever to eat. So the example is, I haven't eaten yet. So I didn't eat. Yeah. And the last, um, the timeline of present perfect tense. Let's see this. Yeah, present perfect tense is in here. as I said before, that the action of present perfect tense is in the past, but still continued until the present time. Yeah. So the types of action, there are two. There are two. Yeah. The first is this action continued to present time, and in this present time, the person still doing it. So the first is action, still doing it until present time, and second, just effect. Someone doing something in the past, but in the present time, it just has an effect. So, like in here, an action. She has always imagined herself as a musician. In the past, Linda was imagining to be a musician, and also until now, she is imagining to be a musician. So this is an action. This is an action. And how about the effect? So the effect is she has told me her dream many times. So Linda told me about her dreams. Um, so she has told me in the past, but the effect of me understanding her dream until now. So it just have an effect. Do you understand? Yeah, so that's all from my explanation and discussion. I hope this is um, will make you understand and you can take the advantage of this video. I am so sorry about my mistakes of this whole video. For the last, I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.